welcome back to another episode. My name is Connor. Today we're reviewing Kill the Moon, written by Peter Harness. This episode is basically about the Doctor landing on the moon with Clara and Courtney. Courtney is the girl from last week's episode, the caretaker, basically the one child who does not deserve a trip in the TARDIS. But anyway, they land on the moon to find out that these weird intergalactic spiders are there as well, along with 3 other astronauts who have been sent there by Earth to blow up the moon because it is becoming a giant, hence the fact I'm saying giant, danger. So yeah guys, this episode stars Courtney, who I'm not too sure I actually like. You see, Courtney's been in a few episodes. She's been in Deep Breath, she's also been Into the Dalek, she was in the last episode Caretaker, with quite a big role in the Caretaker. So when Kill the Moon came up and I found that she was actually going to be having a trip in the TARDIS and in this episode, I was thinking quite badly because I thought, no, I do not like this character, that she could easily ruin the episode for me. But as it turns out guys, Courtney is actually not that bad in this episode. She actually is kind of down to earth, and to be honest I think she's grown up a bit and matured a bit. She still is the Courtney that she is before, but she is definitely not as immature as she was in The Caretaker and hence other episodes like Into the Dalek and Deep Breath. So as it turned out, the moon is actually cracking and it seems to be creating a lot of danger for Earth because, as you know, the moon creates waves and also gives light at dark and all that. And you know, the moon is really big for the Earth, so when something bad happens to it, they send it up to these people to try and take it out. But as it turns out, while they're there, the Doctor kind of finds out that the moon is actually not really a planet, it's more of an egg. There's actually something inside it and it's hatching. It's taken so long, it's taken millions of years for this actual thing inside it to hatch. We don't really find out what it is. It's kind of like a bird, sort of like a bird thing. You know, it must have something to do with the spiders which are on the moon as well. It seems to be like a giant bird which is hidden within like the egg, and that is basically what the moon is. Now when I first found out about this, I was a bit like, it's really not what I thought it was going to be, but it still is quite smart if you get me. Another thing I enjoy about this episode is, I believe, how Tom Baker tested the gravity with the yo-yo. The Doctor actually used the yo-yo quite a lot, and you know, the way that the Doctor tests the moon gravity by dancing and all that, we've seen him do this before. It's actually just some really cool little things that made me laugh and think, wow, I really love this Doctor. Another thing that annoyed me though was the 2 men that were with the women who were like the astronauts. They literally had like no character development. This is typical Doctor Who for you. We get some characters that are just there so we can see them get killed by the creature to show that they are bad, which are the spiders, which is another bad thing because the spiders or the germs are hardly even used, which is annoying because my biggest fear is spiders. So whenever I saw these things on the screen, I was edging to see more because I wanted to see more, because if I see more, then I'm going to get more scared of them, and that's what I wanted, but that's not what I got. These 2 men died from the spiders, but they had like no character development. And we're not really, you know, we don't feel sad for them. I never felt sad for them, you know. And then when like the main actress, like, who's the astronaut, says, oh, he had like granddaughters and all that, and like grandson, you know, that makes me feel sad because he had a granddaughter and a grandson, but we still don't really care because we had no backstory from him. Once again though, this episode was extremely well paced. I think this whole series to me is just so well paced. I love it. Like, each episode is plotted out really well for me. It's a bit of Cold Hill School, it's a bit of the TARDIS, it's a bit of the moon, a bit of Cold Hill School, again a bit of the TARDIS. To me that's exactly what we need, and it was just paced brilliantly. There was no heaven in this episode, which I did predict because we did see it last week. My guess is we might see it in Flatline. We won't see it in the next episode, the Oriental Express. We will not see it in the episode. I don't think we will. We might, I'm not too sure, but I guess we will see one before the final. Not too annoyed we didn't get to see heaven, but it would be nice to see some, but I know we're not going to get like a glimpse of heaven from the minute we just last saw it. Final thing I want to talk about today is the Clara and Doctor's fight. It actually seems that Clara has had enough of the Doctor. We do not get to see Clara in the next time trailer, so I'm guessing that her and Danny have had a massive talk like we saw at the end of the episode, and she's decided not to go on any trips anymore with the Doctor. Which is crazy because at the end of the episode, the Clara and Doctor actually have a fight because Clara has been treated quite badly from Peter Capaldi, or Peter Capaldi's Doctor, basically. And you know, Capaldi doesn't really care, you know, he really doesn't. That's just the kind of Doctor he is. He leaves halfway through the episode just to let Clara deal with the dilemma, and that really annoys Clara, and so she's really been pushed to the limit. And my guess is in the next episode, the Doctor's going to come pick her up, and so let's go into a trip, let's go to this like train which travels in the air, you know, the Oriental Express. Basically, I'm guessing Clara's going to say no. I think she's going to say, no, I've had enough of your journeys and I do not want to travel with you anymore. That's going to be pretty epic. I cannot wait for next week's episode, seriously. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well. I'm going to give this episode probably a 8 out of 10. I did enjoy it. It was a little bit anticlimactic for me because I was looking forward to a bit more than I thought. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but you know, still it was good. I just wish we saw the monsters a bit more, and maybe when we get some other characters who are obviously just put in there to get killed, can we please just have a little bit of character development? Please. Please. As far as Peter Harness goes for a new writer, I'm enjoying his work. I'm pretty sure he's writing the next episode, so I just hope his next episode is just a tad bit stronger. Oh, and if I look really like hot to you, it's just because I got out of the shower just then, literally. And as you can probably tell from over there, it is raining outside. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. My name's Scott from Enough Views, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.